Hello there, everyone in interweb land. It's me, Mrs. Cracker. I only have about 5 minutes, so I'm going to make this really brief. This is our Wednesday update on self-care. So today I want to talk to you really quickly about things you can do for self-care. I know I touched on this briefly on Monday. This is going to be brief as well. I do self-care regularly. I have since I became a foster parent. Just because of the stress that some of that brings to you. So, I read a lot, all the time. I always have a book with me. And every few minutes I get during the day, I read. Speaking of minutes, the first couple of minutes during the day, I tend to take about 10 minutes every morning to do something that's going to make me happy and make my day happy. Whether that be reading or exercise or meditation, or I don't pray anymore, so that doesn't exactly, but it makes my day happy, it makes me happy, which in turn makes my children and my husband happy. So the term happy wife, happy life exists for a reason. So another thing I do is actually write freaking here in front of us. It is my projects. This my mother made. I don't really know how to knit. I know how to crochet. See my crocheted project. It's Buddhamas. But knitting is not something I've done for a really long time, so I am currently reteaching myself how to knit, which is about as far as I've gotten so far. So, that's another thing I do for self-care. Just things I do for myself. So yeah, self-care is important because it makes us happy. It releases those happy endorphins, and when we're happy, the rest of our house is happy. I think I've already said that. Sorry, I'm still kind of loopy from food poisoning, and I dropped something and I can't find it, and it's irritating me. It's really late. I really should be getting to bed because I gotta be up with the kids. I am in my bedroom watching my YouTubers, which also is something that makes me very happy, is browsing crafting channels on YouTube and finding more stuff to do. So, we will be back again on Friday for the end of week 4, and then I have to shuffle a couple of weeks around to make this work the way I want it to work, which should be fine. So what I wanted to do for week 5, we will actually be doing in week 7. And what I wanted to do in week 7 will be in week 5. So next week we will be doing, making sure that we have a dedicated workspace to do our work. But self-care is super important. It's something that we should all be doing. Quick note here, TED Talks is a great place to look for things about self-care. It's where I went when I decided that I wanted to talk about self-care. I love TED Talks. I listen to them all the time. One of the biggest things TED Talks had to say about self-care was that you don't need to feel guilty for taking the time out for yourself. You have to be healthy in order for your children have to be healthy. It's like that, like that thing on the airlines that they show you about the mother who's supposed to put her oxygen mask on before she puts the oxygen mask on her child. So it's something you got to make yourself happy before you can make anybody else happy. So self-care is something I've tried very hard to do. Haven't always succeeded, which is why it's in this program. So we'll talk a little bit more about it on Friday because I'm out of recording time. And I just really want to go to bed to feel better. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Toodles!